Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they match up with Jared Goff in the NFC champion LA Rams. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Coach, the freeways were kind of treacherous on the way over. Really wet. It'll be a late arriving crowd, but we've got football nonetheless tonight from rainy Los Angeles, California. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, pleased to be with you. Unfortunately, though, Mother Nature not really cooperating, Charles. The rain coming down. It's expected to do so throughout.
And whenever I talk to quarterbacks, they worry less about the rain and more about the wind. But you still have to take precautions. You still have to be prepared. The offense always feels like it has the advantage because they know where they're going when they make their cuts.
Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we're 33. Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Hey, alert!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. I got you.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
44, Mike, 49.
3rd and 2, Goff. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Here's Goff.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The 5th year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, 52 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cleveland Browns coming back out here on offense, CD. Time to revisit that 1-2 start that we talked about earlier. It could very easily turn into 1-4. You look at their next 2 games at Baltimore and then on the road for San Francisco. That's not easy.
That is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Baltimore off to a 2-1 start. You have to chase around Lamar Jackson and that offense. And the always tough Ravens defense will be there ready to play as well. And how about San Francisco? They've really jumped up their game because their defense carried their offense in their last win against Pittsburgh. Overcame 5 turnovers to win that game at home. So things won't be easy. They'll need guys like Myles Garrett to keep putting pressure on opposing quarterbacks because right now their secondary is really beat up. None of their starters played against the Rams.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Harris has it over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
King! Hey, let go. 61, match spot, I got it.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Goff. He's got Higbee complete right side. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Value three.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll make it third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield able to find Harris, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slip. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
180. Run. Hey, on 133. Switch gears. Five. I got it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. He He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Chubb on the counter, and an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
180. 44. You got 9 kill. You got
Throwing on second and long. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18. And coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I know he wants wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Higbee secures it over the middle. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now Goff on first down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
They run it again with Chubb. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. Some injuries and then just some changes at QB.
Yeah, 20 of the starting quarterbacks this past Sunday under the age of 27. But what I like about what I'm seeing, despite the injuries, retirements, guys are being unable to play, I'm seeing these youngsters and backups come in and play well in a lot of cases. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville has taken charge there. They got their first win. Kyle Allen, 4 touchdown passes for Carolina in relief of Cam Newton. They got their first win. Going into week 3, the collective quarterback rating for the season, 94.0, which was the highest at that stage of the season in a long time in the NFL. So maybe the quarterbacking straits that we talk about all the time aren't as dire as we've made them out to be.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Mayfield with it once more. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
At the Browns' 31-yard line.
From the 31, Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Goff.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Point it right. Hey, Steve 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Come on now, let's go.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Hilliard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's do it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 70 yards, and the Rams are going to jump back in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha!
Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Hey, Delta! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go! Mike, 54! Mike, 54! Point it right. Hey, Zoo! 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Mayfield and the Browns. Down by 11, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
180!
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check 31, check 31. Super.
Throwing now, Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big